In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to create this cool glitch effect. I'm going to get my logo ready to animate, and you can see that I have this large QCC logo. So I'm going to size it down a bit because I don't want it to be too large in the frame. In the scale menu, I'll adjust it to 50% to cover the empty area. Let's make a solid layer by going to Layer, New, Solid. And then I'll put it below my logo. Okay, let's make this a pre-composition by selecting both layers, right-clicking on one of them, and selecting Pre-compose. Now let's glitch this up. The first thing I'm going to do is create a new solid layer. Go to Layer, New, Solid. I'm going to call this Noise. It doesn't matter the color, because I'm going to just put effects on it. The next step is to add a fractal noise effect. Go over to the Effects panel and in the search bar type in Fractal. Make sure the fractal noise effect comes from the Noise and Grain menu. The other ones do different things. So drag that Noise and Grain fractal noise over to the solid layer. Now in the Effect Settings menu, let's make a few changes. The fractal type should be max. The noise type should be block. The contrast should be 180. The brightness should be -25. So now you have this contrasty, blocky noise. In the Transform menu, uncheck Uniform Scaling. Set the width to 6,000 pixels. Do it in the text box because the slider doesn't go up that high. Now this effect is quite wide, stretched out. Now let's create some movement for this. In the Evolution animation line, let's create a random movement expression. An expression is a command that lasts for the duration of the layer. To create the expression, hold down Alt on a PC or Option on a Mac and click on the Evolution stopwatch. Type in time * 1000. Now this is our fractal animation. This will be the basis for our glitch. Next, let's add a linear wipe to this. In the Effects panel, search Linear Wipe. It comes with a default set of keyframes, but let's alter this a bit. First, let's choose the gap between the transition on 100 to 0. I'm going to make mine 5 frames apart. Then at the end, create keyframes out 0 to 100, 5 frames apart. Now I want to make this entrance sudden, like a glitch. So select all the keyframes on the animation line by clicking on the text of the animation line. Right-click on one of the keyframes and select Toggle Hold Keyframe. Now I'm going to pre-compose this layer. Right-click on it, select Pre-compose. I'm going to call mine Glitch Map. Then turn off the visibility. Next, create an adjustment layer. Go to Layer, New, Adjustment Layer. This is an empty layer you can add effects to that will affect everything below it. On this adjustment layer, add a displacement map. Go to the Effects and Presets panel and search in Displacement Map. In the Effects settings, change the Displacement Map layer to our Glitch Map layer. And Effects and Masks should be selected too. Now a subtle glitch is apparent, which we can control. In the Max Horizontal Displacement line, I'm going to make some keyframes. I'm going to alternate between a high number and a low number, which will control the amount of horizontal displacement. Each number is going to be random and about 7 frames apart or so. I'm going to do this for the time of the glitch from 1 second to the 4-second mark. Now, in order to have this look more glitchy, I'm going to make my keyframes stop keyframes. Select all of the keyframes, right-click on one of them, and select Toggle Hold Keyframe. Now the shift and horizontal displacement happens suddenly. To add to this effect, I want to shift the colors. First, pre-compose all the glitch layers. I'm going to call mine All Glitch. Then in the Effects and Presets search bar, type in Shift Channels. All images on screens are made up of levels of red, green, and blue. By separating these channels during the glitch, we will have a glitchy color phasing effect. Add the Shift Channel effect to the pre-comp. In the Effects settings, turn off the red and the green to full off. Keep the blue channel referencing the blue in the image. Duplicate the layer using Command D on a Mac. Then turn off the other colors on the new layers. So in the next one, I'm going to turn on the green and turn off the blue and keep the red off. Do this again on the third layer, turning on the red and turning off the green and keeping the blue off. So now we basically have red, green, and blue all on separate layers. Then set the top 2 layers to screen. This will blend all the layers equally, so now the effect is not apparent. To create the phasing effect, just offset the layers by 1 frame, just so that there is a little staircase at the start. Now we have a glitch with the color phasing effect. Finally, because of my offset, there is a little blue frame at the beginning. So adjust the work area to export only where the overlap starts. And voila, the glitch effect.